The other thing I want to show you, Foley, is why it's taking people so long here. This is, I can't show you the original ballot papers, but this is a sample papers that the voters are having to, getting an opportunity to look at before they actually get into the polls. And as you can see, there are 6 of them. This is the most complicated election in Kenya's history. A lot of these positions are positions that voters have never had to deal with, never had to consider before, like governor, like women's representative, like county representative, and so on. And so for them, it's an incredibly difficult process. That's why it's taking voters maybe 15 minutes to actually get through the polls. It's a very, very slow process, and I think we're going to be here for a very long time.
So a complicated process for some people, Peter, but how excited are people generally about voting? What are their hopes? What are they hoping for from their leaders in this election?
Polly, there is enormous amounts of optimism here. One thing I wanted to mention to you too is the amount of patience that we're seeing here. This is a very, very hot day, and people are still saying how keen they are to vote. We've been talking to a number of the voters. Excuse me, I'm just having a problem with my earpiece here. We've been talking to a number of the voters, and the consistent message that we're getting from them is that they want to vote for a leader that is capable of uniting this country. They want a leader who has the ability to bring peace, to bring about the kind of economic development that we've slowly seen start to develop since the last elections. Everyone remembers that period. They remember not just the violence, but they remember just how much the economy collapsed. The economic growth went to almost 0%. It went to nothing. And people don't want to go back to that time. This area in particular is also an area that is known to be economically deprived. It's a fairly poor area of the country. It's underdeveloped. And people really feel that if they get this election right, if they get the leaders right, if they get the leadership that this country needs, then we will see an economic boom.